years, we've been fortunate to venture into the halls of power to bring you stories that are rarely told in the U.S., and that includes exclusive interviews with the two people vying to be the next president of the United States, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. We've interviewed Vice President Harris on 3 occasions, most recently just 2 months before she decided to run for president. And we sat down with former President Trump 2 years ago to discuss a wide range of issues, including what his approach will be towards U.S. India relations. Now, in the quest to help voters make a final decision on who to elect on Election Day, here's a portion of our conversations with Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. Given the political divide that you see here in Washington now in your role as senator, do you feel that folks are just uninspired to come out to vote no matter who the candidate is?
No, actually I don't. I mean, I've been seeing a level of activism and participation that actually gives me a lot of optimism about our future. I've been seeing young people, teenagers, even middle school students who are coming out, who are thinking about issues, who are speaking issues. You look at anything from those kids from Parkland, the Florida high school students, and what that has excited around high school students around the country to speak up about issues like gun violence. You look at the Dreamers and the DACA kids who are coming by the thousands to the United States Capitol to walk the halls of Congress to speak about immigration policy. You look at all of the young people, in particular of color, who are coming out to talk about issues that relate to disparities around race or economic disparities and inequalities. I actually am very excited about what I've been seeing. I've been seeing a record number of women who are running for office, many of whom have never run for office before. So I think there is something about this very difficult moment in time, which is where we are right now, where we have, powerful voices that are sowing hate and division. The other side of that is that it's activating a lot of people to say, I'm not going to stand for it, I'm going to get out, I'm going to stand up, I'm going to stand out, I'm going to speak out. So I think it's very exciting, and the only thing that I would ask everyone and all of your viewers is stay involved. Stay involved, because your issues will not be heard if you don't stay involved, if you don't speak out, speak through your vote, speak through your voice, get involved in elections, campaigns, look up candidates, whoever speaks to your values and your issues, but stay involved. That's how democracy works, and we won't be seen if we're not heard.
Gentlemen, in 2016, the two of you combined for a very famous advertisement that went global, especially in India, but as well as the United States. Even different comedy shows picked up. I understand that you guys are working together now on a new catchphrase. Can you tell us about that?
President's going to say it.
Bharat and America, sabse achhe dost.
Got it right on the first time.
I think it's good, but I think I got it right the first time.
I just want to ask, specifically to Hindu Americans, there was an effort to legalize the children that came here legally, the DACA kids. Yeah. You may recall that. There's a couple 100,000.
You know what, I don't mind talking about this. I don't mind. I understand the subject very well.
So it seems to be there's bipartisan support. The GOP and the Democrats are willing to work on that. Do you think you can use your bully pulpit, even in this capacity, to get that legislation over the hump?
I think I can, and I think it's very sad. And it has to do with your country, and people are being treated very unfairly, as far as I'm concerned, where they're being sent back and they don't even speak the language of that country. So I think I would be certainly willing to do that, yes.
And finally, Asian Americans have been hit by hate crimes recently in the last couple of years, and especially now Hindu Americans. Yeah. In recent weeks, we've had women targeted in Texas, men in California, now even in the UK. Do you have thoughts about the spate of hate crimes that Asian Americans and Hindu Americans are facing?
Well, I'm hearing about it, and it shouldn't happen, and we've got to stop it.